take lightly threats. The people watching at home might not really understand, so I'm gonna look at him. You know what the I'm talking about, man. I brought you in, and I'm gonna take your ass out.
UFC 272's main event will see the convergence of former title challengers Colby Covington and Jorge Masvidal in the final chapter of a South Florida story about former teammates turned bitter rivals.
It's my favorite kind of fight. I love the fights where the two guys are the best in the division, but they also have the most animosity towards each other.
The Miami native with deep Cuban roots.
Undefeated in the streets. He started scrapping at 14 years old. He has put Miami on the map.
There's some bad out there. You don't want to wake them up.
And the transplanted playboy from the Pacific Northwest.
Two-time NCAA All-American, started wrestling from a very young age. Pac-10 champion out of Oregon State.
Brought together as aspiring young athletes.
Can't say enough about it. My best friend, Jorge Masvidal. Team Easy Money Tour taking over the welterweight division.
The common goal of becoming the greatest fighter on earth. But after skyrocketing to the limelight alongside one another,
You're talking about two guys that have trained together extensively.
the objective within reach turned friends into foes.
No one can stand with this pace.
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. So we had to part our friendship, and we'll see each other in Octagon.
The rivalry, once driven by pure competition,
I signed up to be #1, and that's it.
I'm number one, man. Come prove it.
is now motivated by unbridled hatred.
You want to turn back on me?
This bad blood is as real as it gets.
I'm not your teammate. I'm not your roommate. Now I'm just your daddy.
I'm the vessel that the universe has picked to wreck your face.
Oh! Out cold!
Let's go, man. It's go time, man.
No matter how much the UFC pays him, when he wakes up in a hospital bed, all that money won't be worth it.
The universe is gonna correct that mistake via me.
There's nowhere to run, and there's nowhere to hide.
I'm gonna make sure he never comes back.
Street Judas, you're next!
What I'm gonna do to Kobe's gonna be uncalled for.
The Octagon is where the true Colby comes out. I'm gonna make you pay. I'm gonna make you burn in hell.
The co-main event on March 5th will feature former lightweight champion Rafael dos Anjos
The best in the world. This is my division, man.
taking on fast-rising former Muay Thai champion Rafael Fiziev. Plus, undefeated featherweight Bryce Mitchell.
He told me I have to leave Arkansas and reward something. Every time you put a mic in my face, I'm gonna say Arkansas.
Battles one of the most electrifying strikers the UFC has ever seen,
Oh my God!
Edson Jr. Barbosa.
He's got it!
But before the stars take center stage in Las Vegas, first,
It is super necessary
get ready.
for Jorge Masvidal
To help these up-and-coming athletes.
Wish you the best of luck in the fight.
We'll walk out with this, man.
For UFC 272. Countdown. Like most combat sports stories in the Sunshine State, the tale of UFC 272 begins at American Top Team in Coconut Creek. A now global landmark for the world's greatest fighters. Once a mere vision of local entrepreneur Dan Lambert.
Building a team's changed dramatically over the years. During the early days, there were just so few people doing it that you had to develop people from the ground up. You had to go out and try to find people that you could bring in to help other guys on your team. And we were trying to bring in some outside wrestlers that had recently gotten out of college to try to up the wrestling side of our gym. We just had people send in resumes, and Colby sent his resume in, and he was one of the guys that we selected to be part of that program.
I grew up in Springfield, Oregon. You know, I wrestled my whole life over there. And I wanted to drop out of college and just start fighting right away because I just knew I was a fighter. I knew this is what I was put on this earth to do.
Okay, now back on the wall. You gotta lower your level, get your shoulder lower than his. Whizzer, whizzer, whizzer. Yeah. Nice, Colby, good hits.
So, you know, Dan